Hey guys, what is going on? Jordan here, and today I'm bringing you some more Destiny gameplay. Today we're playing on Twilight Gap, and the game mode we're playing is Clash. It's basically team deathmatch, killing each other basically. And I want to go into a couple of topics I want to, talk about today, my personal opinion about it, just overall and whatnot. One regarding Destiny and the other regarding something totally different, and I'm pretty sure most of you may understand about it. But other than that, I just hope you enjoyed the gameplay as I'm talking, because in this game I actually did pretty well for myself playing as the Warlock, and I find that I play better in Crucible when I'm playing as a Warlock, because let's just face it, like, there are a couple of things that even the Titans can do that the Warlocks can do, and it's quite freaking amazing. That and the weapon I have was so kick-ass that I decided to set it as my main Crucible weapon, and that's actually a topic we're going to talk about today. Throughout this whole game, I managed to have a whole 19 kill streak going on until I end up getting killed, but then again, who cares? I had a whole 19 kill streak, and I was just going ham, basically. It was just fun. It was just good. You see right there? How else can I get a triple down? I mean, the freaking Axion Bolt is just so freaking awesome when you're playing as the Warlock. It's magnificent. But other than that, let's just get into the topic. Now, you know what I talked about, having crappy starts and good finishes, in my last video. Well, in this video, it's the other way around. I'm having a good finish, and I'm pretty sure I have a crappy ending, but other than that, no, who cares about this kind of stuff? Like I said before, I'm just going ham. I'm just basically being a tryhard. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is appropriate weapons, for the game, that is, whether it be Crucible, PvP, or PvE, the campaign story and all the other stuff. Although a lot of people say there's not that much of a story in Destiny. I can sort of agree with them, but then again, I think I sort of got a gist of what was going on. I think you have to take out some big boss. God damn it, I don't even know what's going on in the story, but let's screw it. Now, when it comes to certain weapons, there are good weapons that you can use in PvE, help you out in the story campaign, strong legendary type guns or exotic guns that you may get from the raids or that sort of thing. And then there are guns that are specifically for Crucible, I believe. Now, I have a rare auto rifle, in fact, which attack is 242 and has a couple of good perks. I believe that the bottom half of the magazine causes additional damage and whatnot. And I have the icebreaker, since it has limitless ammo, but it takes a time for it to recharge. I find that pretty good for me sometimes, although, sometimes it may not be the most appropriate weapon used in Crucible, never in that. But I find it to be really useful. It's great. It's an exotic weapon. Once you get it upgraded, it can actually make your targets spontaneously combust when they die, basically. And I find it pretty good. But overall, to me, the most appropriate weapons that you want to use in Crucible are ones that are well balanced out. Not one stat that's leading more than the other. Like one stat is completely based on the fire rate, I believe, and the other stat which is very low, is the impact. And when I played Destiny the first time, I was very confused on like how my weapons were, like what was what, how do I use it and whatnot. And I found out that sometimes the fast going weapons, god damn it, the fire rate of the weapons would be a bit too much, and sometimes I would have to put, well, that is, if the perks happen to have stability on it, I would have to, buff that up, make sure that my weapon was giving me crazy recoil, which it was, in fact, and messed up my game pretty well. I'm kind of person who wants to use a weapon that's pretty balanced out, that not only fires fast, but has a good magazine as well, has a very good impact on the player, and, does a lot of good damage. And it's just crazy like that. A lot of people may not agree with me on that, but nah, that's just me. Personally, I don't want a weapon that gives you a whole lot of recoil and makes you, play very weird in the whole game and makes you suck ass during the whole time being. I'm personally the kind of guy who wants a pretty good balanced out weapon that, gets the job done. And there's the end of my 19 kill streak. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, time for the crappy finish to begin. Now, the second part I want to get into today, my own topic, is being gullible. As you know, well, I'm pretty sure you don't know, I'm a pretty gullible bastard when it comes to a couple of things. I believe everything I see, I believe everything I hear and whatnot. And funny moment that actually happened was when I was talking to my friends on Twitter. There was a picture that intrigued me, that piqued my interest. Basically, it was first Assassin's Creed game, and it had the picture Altair on it. You know, it was basically it was called Assassin's Creed Remastered, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, November 2016, holy shit balls on a stick. Assassin's Creed is coming out in a remastered version for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Obviously, to my knowledge, I was just freaking out. I was just excited for it until apparently a couple of friends told me that it was not true. I chose not to believe that until I got hard-earned evidence from most of my other friends on Twitter stating that it's not real. Now, obviously, I was quite disappointed about it, and, you know, I just sat in a corner for some time thinking about how dumb I was for believing such a honest lie. I'm pretty sure that thinking about making a remastered version of Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft is, I'm pretty sure that's, like, what's going on in my head. I'm pretty sure that that's what they're thinking about. Like, because if they did, I would honestly die happy, but if they had Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 in a remake version for next-gen consoles and PC, then it would honestly make my day. I would die happy in a flower field. But unfortunately, that's not the case for me because I'm too stupid to realize the fact that that's probably not going to happen for a couple of years from now. And I know it sucks, but now you got to get used to stuff like that. Prepare for your hearts to be broken, people. Prepare for your hearts to be broken. That's all I can tell you. And the moral of that is that sometimes being gullible is okay, but you gotta learn when not to, you know, like believe in everything you hear or believe in everything you see or believe in what people say. Sometimes you gotta have good hard-earned evidence before, you know, something is true. And my friends and I talked about it, you know, they made fun of me, ha 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 ha. I laughed at myself as well. I was calling myself a dumbass for actually believing and stuff like that. But, you know, they taught me a valuable lesson, and trust me, I know the information they told me because my sister or any of my family members, whenever I believe in something, they tend to tell me that it's not true until, you know, there's actual proof. And I've been told that many times, you know, like, it's got to get stuck in my head one way or another. I basically have a short-term memory span, basically. And, yeah, it gets pretty hard when you're dealing with a person like me. Like, I'm too nice, I'm too gullible. I can fall for anything, basically. Like, literally, if I could. Like, if there was someone who's, like, in need of a lot of money, hell, I'd be that kind of person and say, oh, here you go, here's $50 or something like that. Not knowing that they basically tricked me. But I don't know, I'm just the kind of person who's always nice. But I'm pretty sure that me being nice and too gullible will end up getting me in a lot of trouble one day. And unfortunately, that may be true one day speaking, but screw it. But yeah, that's basically all there is to it. And well, I don't know, let's just get into the rest of the match. I want to make sure I plan out everything right throughout this whole video and make sure I actually get something uploaded. I want to see if I can try to stay consistent with my channel and whatnot and all the other BS. Now, as you know, throughout this whole match, I've been basically wrecking it until I started to get wrecked on myself. And most of the attacks most of the kills I got were mostly auto rifle kills. But I found out that the melee on the Warlock is pretty damn good. I can't say it's better than the Titans because, you know, the Titan is my #1 character. But the melee for the Warlock is kick ass. Like, if you're at least, I don't know, 5 feet away from your opponent and end up spamming the RB button, you can actually get a pretty good amount of damage off of them and end up killing them just like that. That, and for a certain perk on them, you can make any enemy that you hit with your melee attack when it's fully charged blow up into outer space dust. I don't know about you, but that's freaking awesome. I know the Storm Fist is pretty OP as well, but hell, like, god damn, the thing is pretty. It's like, I know you'll light shit. I know you get a couple of lightning sparks or some shit off of them. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Like, I just went over 2 topics and all the other stuff. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this weird commentary I brought to you all. I love you all and peace. Yeah, that's basically it. Peace.